These are the Daily Tech headlines for Tuesday, August 27th, 2024. I'm Rob Dunwood. Although Microsoft said in a support document last week that Windows Control Panel is in the process of being deprecated in favor of the Settings app, the software giant hasn't added the Control Panel to the list of deprecated features in Windows, something it typically does months or even years in advance of a formal deprecation. Microsoft has updated the text of the support documentation, which no longer says Control Panel is in the process of being deprecated in favor of the Settings app, and now says many of the settings in Control Panel are in the process of being migrated to the Settings app. To make a long story short, it doesn't look like the deprecation of Control Panel is coming anytime soon. The NASDAQ is seeking the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission approval to launch and trade options on a Bitcoin index. The SEC has yet to approve options based on any of the individual exchange-traded funds tied to spot Bitcoin prices that made their debut in January. Still, the proposed index options, listed derivatives offering a quick and expensive way to amplify exposure to Bitcoin on a Bitcoin index, would give institutional investors and traders an alternative way to hedge their exposure to the world's largest cryptocurrency. Android 15, initially set to be released in September, has been delayed until October, possibly to address quality issues uncovered by testers. Android 15 will ship on Google's Pixel devices, starting with the Pixel 6 and newer devices supported by the new system. News of the delay was first reported by Android Authority and later implicitly confirmed by Google when it updated the language in the Android Beta Exit Update release notes. Android 15 has been functionally complete since June, and Google issued the final major beta release in July. India's second biggest telecom operator, Airtel, has struck a deal with Apple to bundle Apple TV Plus and Apple Music services for its high-tier customers in India. As part of the move, Airtel will discontinue its own Wink music streaming platform. Airtel customers who have subscribed to Airtel's premium broadband and postpaid services will get Apple TV Plus and Apple Music services included in their plans, and paying Wink subscribers will gain access to additional offers. The new changes will take effect later this year. Samsung is offering its AI TV customers 7 years of free Tizen OS upgrades to strengthen the company's market leadership against China-based competitors. Tizen is applied to over 270 million Samsung smart TVs as of last year, making it the world's largest smart TV platform and a key player in the leading Internet of Things era. The 7-year free update service will apply to models released in March of this year and some in 2023. This initiative is part of Samsung's broader strategy to secure AI leadership, which also includes offering free software updates for 7 years for the Galaxy S24 series of phones released earlier this year. Electronics giant Sony is set to raise prices of the PlayStation 5 by 20% in Japan, citing a difficult external environment including global economic fluctuations. In a blog post, Sony said the console will cost 79,980 yen or $551 or 72,980 yen $503 for a version without a disk drive from September 2nd. Sony expects to sell 18 million PS5 consoles globally this financial year, down from 20.8 million in the same period a year earlier. Elon Musk voices support for a California bill requiring safety tests on AI models. Musk said Monday via X he feels California should pass an AI bill, SB 1047, that would require tech companies and AI developers to conduct safety testing on some of their own models. For over 20 years, I have been an advocate for AI regulation, just as we regulate any product or technology that is a potential risk to the public. And finally, after 13 years, Snapchat has finally rolled out native support for iPads. The company announced native support for iPad in its latest release notes. The new app increases accessibility on iPads while also serving as a bit of a testing ground for new features, as you can play around with tools, AR experiences, and AI on a bigger screen. Unfortunately, the new app still isn't optimized fully for tablets, as it can only run in portrait mode, not landscape mode. For more discussion of the tech news of the day, subscribe to dailytechnewsshow.com. And if you enjoy the show, remember to tell a friend to check us out. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you next time.